Reaction this morning to the explosive report on Iran's nuclear program. The International Atomic Energy Agency said Tuesday that Iran appears to be secretly working on building a nuclear weapon. And yesterday, the watchdog group showed satellite images to prove it at a closed-door meeting with its members. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said overnight that Iran must respond to those charges, but Iran's envoy to the nuclear watchdog is dismissing the report as lousy intelligence. Joining me from Washington now is Joel Rubin of the Plowshares Fund. Joel, good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Look, I'm glad you're here because you worked at the State Department on Mideast policy in the last administration. What is your take on this UN report?
Well, my take is that it's clear that Iran had developed a nuclear weapons program before 2003, and it was very serious. It was very well structured and organized. But they halted the program in 2003. Since that time, there have been different episodes of engagement in the nuclear weapons development, and they should be called out for it. So the effectiveness of the Obama administration's policy on shining a light on what Iran is doing has been very sound, and it is showing that international pressure and cooperation is creating real pressure on Iran to change its behavior.
What do you make of Iran's reaction to all this, calling this just, quote, lousy intelligence?
Well, this is intelligence gathered from 10 different countries, 1,000 pages of documents. This is real information, but this information is more depth of information of what we already knew. It's not new revelations, it's just filling in the blanks about Iran's behavior. Certainly it's very illicit behavior up till 2003 and how it's been operating since then.
Just today, German Chancellor Angela Merkel says she wants to see tougher measures against Iran to force it to be more transparent. But are sanctions enough?
Well, sanctions are a very effective tool, but they are not enough. Real robust diplomacy, as the administration has been pursuing, is key. We can't fight our way out of this problem. A war would be highly counterproductive. Many partisans, many neoconservative thinkers, in fact tonight many Republican candidates will probably argue that war and military action is the only way out. That would be highly counterproductive. It would rupture our international support for this openness and this transparency that we're pushing, and it would kill lots of people, and we don't need that again. So we're going to have to engage, and it's going to be a long fight, a long battle.
Is there ammunition in this report for the U.S. or Israel to push for an attack on Iran's nuclear facilities?
There really isn't. There is no imminent threat from an Iranian nuclear weapon. In fact, the centrifuges that they have in Iran have, over the past couple of years, experienced difficulties and are decreasing their output of enriched uranium. And this is a result of some of the sabotage work and certainly the targeted sanctions on the nuclear weapons program that are having a real effect. So military action would certainly harm that, and the pressure that is underway is having an effect.
Joel, it's been suggested by experts that Iran's about a year to 3 years away from having a nuclear bomb. Do you agree?
That would only be if they engaged in a crash course, and there's no decision made to do that. The interesting thing that we've learned, 2003, the Iranian leadership put a halt order on its nuclear weapons development, and since that time they have not restarted it. So they have not made a decision to go into a crash program. We have the assets in place. We need more assets. We need international inspections to get more robust and more engaged to understand what they're doing. But we would know, and even Israeli estimates say roughly a year. If a decision was made to weaponize, a year is what it would take to get there.
Okay, Joel Rubin of the Plowshares Fund.